Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I am working with the March Kitaholic Kit and it is all the beautiful goodies from the Sunkissed collection from Coco Vanilla Studio. I am working in my Storyline Chapters insert, and this is an insert that's specifically dedicated to all of my friends. And so I already did my journaling digitally. The reason why I did my journaling digitally is because I had a bit more to say than what I normally do, and also because I really wanted to think about and maybe change what I had written down after I'd written it down. So today I am scrapping this photo of my friend Laura and I, and I'm starting with this big picture and I'm just matting it on the blue paper from Chamel. It's along with that yellow paper you can see there on the screen, it is actually the only two papers in the collection, in the kit that wasn't from the Sunkissed collection. I also love this painterly type of paper from the collection, and a lot of the colors in this particular paper matched the colors from my photo, from the blues in the background to the pinkish red on Laura's shirt. So I'm matting those two, and I'm not going to go too crazy with the matting. That's pretty much all I'm going to do. And I'm just making sure that lines up on the page. And I actually had sized the journaling and that second photo so that they would fit on top of one another. I love that paper so much I decided I'm actually going to cut it down and use it on the entire right side of the page. I didn't love the lime green, but I checked and I can cover that up using the photo and the journaling. Now I'm just going to start gluing things down. I'm going to start with this paper on the right. I'm sort of staggering the tape slowly and sticking it down one by one to make sure there are no bubbles. And then I'm sticking down the photo to the left for the second time. I cut out the other bit, but I stuck it down wonky and I had to tear it up and stick it down again. It was a whole thing. Oh, now I'm going into this beautiful floral ephemera packet. I love that Coco Vanilla came out with an ephemera pack that's just flowers, because the flowers are always the first to go when I use them. So I was very, very excited when I saw this floral ephemera pack. So what I'm pretty much doing is creating a border down the right side of that photo of these flowers and these die cuts. And I'm not really planning it out or anything like that. I am just sticking them down and hoping for the best. I do have to maneuver a few things around down the track. At one stage I felt like I was covering Laura's face up a bit, so I moved some of the flowers over. And yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. I added the puffy stickers as well because I liked the small little flowers, and I really wanted to make sure that there's some variation in the sizes of the flowers. So I'm adding some of the puffy stickers from the puffy sticker sheet. And there's my daughter's little hand poking through. She was very interested to see what I was doing. Next up, I'm going into this sticker sheet and I'm taking some tiny word phrases. A lot of them relate to summer and going on holiday, so I didn't have much to choose from for just this catch up that I had with Laura, but I managed to pick some that made sense with the photo and with the story. So the story that I'm telling is not specifically related to this photo. It's more related generally to my friendship with Laura, and that's, like I said before, that's sort of the purpose of this book. It's going to talk about my friends generally and my relationship with them, rather than specifically telling little stories about the specific photo that I am scrapping. And after I am happy with that little border and with the flowers, how they look, I am going to start gluing down or sticking down the journaling and then that photo. It is a bit wonky, but I can't be bothered changing it, and then I noticed it actually too late. So it's well and truly stuck down slightly wonkily. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. I'm adding some more flowers to the right of that photo just because I felt that it looked a little unbalanced with so many flowers on the right, but not that many flowers on the left. And this is when I'm going to bring in some of those clear stickers. Now, that clear sticker, specifically that flower, would get lost. So I am sticking it on some scrap paper, some scrap white paper, and I'm cutting it out so that it can be seen properly. I'm also going to go into the second ephemera pack. This is the one that has more of the, I guess, summery themed ephemera. And I'm going to start pulling in some love hearts as well, just because when I'm at a loss, I add hearts because they're usually plentiful in these types of kits and in these packs. And as you can see, Emma again wanted to steal my stickers. She kept asking if she can play with my stickers, if we can share them. So now I'm going into those tiny little puffy hearts. They're so cute. I absolutely love them. The colors are beautiful. And I'm going to use them on the other side of the spread as well. Now I'm moving on to the right side, finally. And I thought I wanted to just break up that painty paper a little bit. So I'm taking that Chamel paper again, just taking a tiny little strip and sticking it on the right of my journaling and of my photo. It brings in the paper from the other side, making the two sides look more like they're one layout, which is something I always kind of struggle with when I'm doing layouts in my storyline chapters inserts. But yeah, one way to make sure that they look cohesive, they look like they're the same layout, is by using the same papers. So I tore that down so I can get a little bit of that white border. I'm tearing that up and lifting it up so I can get some dimension. And I really wanted to use this rainbow die cut. But first I'm just going to add that Good Vibes Only banner to the top of my journaling and the bottom of my photo, which brings them together a little bit more. Sticking down that rainbow, which I just adore. I just really love it. And then in the same matching colors, that little banner that says Happy Days. I thought I might stick this little berry cluster. It kind of looks like balloons. Made me feel happy. So that went there. And I wanted to do one more thing to bring these two sides together. So I just took like this stamp set that I had, and I am taking the Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide and I'm stamping these just leaf patterns. I feel like if you do stamping, you would have something similar to this in your stash. So this is something that can be repeated or copied, I should say. And I'm just going to stick them into this little floral clusters that I have on the side there. That Kitsch Flamingo is such a soft pink and it matches so well with the pink color from this collection. I was so happy when Steph sent that my way. And yeah, so once I do that, I'm going to the other side and I'm going to also create two little clusters of these stamped leaves that I had cut out. I don't love how I create the cluster there. It looks a bit all bunched together, but the reason I had to do that is because I had to move it over after the glue had dried because I realized I had covered up my journaling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another little leaf and then I'm going to add some more love hearts. Once those love hearts are stuck down, I'm going to add some more love hearts to the top right, and that creates, again, that visual triangle that I always go on and on about because I love that visual triangle so much. So I've got the hearts to the very, very left, in the middle, and at the top as well. And I stuck the blue ones down on the pink paper and the pink love heart down on the blue paper. Now I'm going to add my date, and once I'm going to do some ghost stamping with the date as well. And once that's done, this layout is complete. I adore this entire collection. I'm so excited that Steph sent it our way. Thank you so much. And I will see you all next time. Bye.